Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program to compare two strings. Let me answer. In Java, there are multiple ways to compare two string texts. Either we can use equals, or we can use equals ignore case, or we can even use compare to method. These are all the three predefined methods we have in Java, using which we can compare two strings. So in this session, as part of the answer for this question, I'm going to demonstrate all these multiple ways of comparing the strings. So let's begin and go to the practical mode. So here I'm going to write a new class. I'm going to create a new class. I'll just name this class with some random name. Let's say class 29. Okay. With main method, I'll create. Once I create a class with a main method, here I'm going to write the Java code where I would like to collect this string text from the user itself. So I'll write something like this. I'll create an object for the scanner class. Scanner is equal to new scanner. Whenever you get this kind of questions in the interviews, try to make the programs a bit complex. Don't simply write the code in a very basic manner. So instead, use a scanner class to collect the input from the user during the runtime of this program. Import this scanner from java.util package, and here the constructor pass this argument, that is system.in argument. So the scanner will be available now to collect the input from the user. After that, you ask the user to enter string text one. Enter, enter first string. Okay, enter first string. Okay. Then the user will enter a string that I'll collect into the next line. Using the next line predefined method of the scanner class, I'll connect that particular string text from the user and store into the string str1, string one. Okay, string one. Similarly, I'll ask the user to enter another string, enter second string, okay, like this. And again, I'll use the same thing, scanner dot next int, the next line I have to write. And here, put a semicolon and say string str2. Now, there are multiple ways for comparing these two strings. Either we can use equals method, or you can use equals ignore case, or you can use compare to method for comparing the strings. Now let me ask the user to enter his choice, which method the user want to use for comparing the strings. Let's give that also facility for the user. Enter your choice for comparison. Okay. Enter your choice as for comparison. That is otherwise I'll write one for enter one for comparing using equals. Okay, slash n. I can write slash n here so that the user will get three statements here. Enter two for comparing using equals. Whether the user want to compare using equals ignore case slash n. Enter three for comparing using what was the other one? Compare to method. Compare to using compare to. Okay, like that I'll give some message to the user. They will be displayed in three lines, guys. Okay, one dot, two dot, I'll say. Okay, so either of these options, enter your choice. Okay, the user will enter the choice here. The dot enter like this. Some output will come. If the user enters a number, let's say that number I'll collect in scanner dot next int. Okay, and here I'll write down int choice, user choice. So if choice is user choice equal to one, if the choice of the user is one, I'll create methods, guys, here. Okay, based on the choice, I'll call some methods to compare the two strings. That is public static. This particular reusable method I'll create to compare the strings using equals method. Okay, public static void compare using equals, Here string s1 comma string string s2. Like this, I'll write. Okay. String s1, s2, string 1, string 2. Now, what is the logic inside that? How to compare that? So, here I'll write a Boolean value, Boolean status is equal to, I'll set it to false first time. Okay. Now, if both the strings are equal, this particular method should return a Boolean value true. Otherwise, it should return false. Okay. If s1 dot equals method s2, if true means, okay. So here I can simply say otherwise s1 dot equals s2 if I say here. And if it is really equal, this method only will return the Boolean value. I can directly say return Boolean value. Here I have to return type as Boolean. That's it. It's nothing much. You don't have to write so much of code here. Choice is 1. The user choice is 1. We have to compare using equals method like this. Compare using equals method. I have to call and I have to pass this string 1, string 2. So this program can be written in a very easy manner, but I'm making it intentionally complex. Okay. So that, this looks good because we have multiple ways. Let's take the advantage of that multiple methods. Else if the user entered choice is equal to 2, then we can compare the two strings. Okay. So some of the people may directly write the code for equals method and show that like we can use this equals method to compare and they'll complete it. But if you want to tell the interviewer that there are multiple ways for comparing the string, this kind of program, if you write, he or she will get impressed. Otherwise, if you write very simple programs, no one will get impressed, right? They may get the answer, but impressing the interviews is very important in even small questions also. So this we have to take advantage and try to. So here, else if the choice is 2, here curly braces are not required because only one line up to the scope, one line will be there. Even else if also has a scope till one line. I'll create one more method. If the choice is 2 means equals ignore case. And also have to explain one more thing is that equals method will only compare will also compare both the, text and case sensitiveness. Capital A is not equal to lowercase a like that. Okay. Even though, for example, Arun text the user has entered, A capital E has entered in the first string, and in the second string again Arun text has been entered, but A is not capital, lowercase if has entered. Then s1 dot s1 dot equals s2 will return false because here case sensitive is there. Equals method will also consider the case while comparing. Whereas the second option, that is using equals ignore case. This method will compare the strings by ignoring the case, whether it is capital case or lowercase doesn't matter, but the text should match. Okay, so we are giving that option to the user only to compare the text, whether by considering the case or without considering the case. We are giving that option, compare using ignore case, ignore equals. Okay, equals ignore case. Otherwise, using equals ignore case. Okay, like this, I'll create a method and same arguments, same parameters. I'll give string s1, string s2. You can give like that. And here I'll write return s1 dot equals ignore case. Here case will not be considered, guys, even though the case is not right also, but the text is matching means it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. If the text is not matching, then only it will return false. If the this s1 has a different case, s2 has different case, but same text, it will return true in that cases. Now for giving an option, we are giving the flexibility to the user to compare using this. So we'll pass the two arguments, string 1, string 2, that user has entered. We'll pass it here. Okay. Then after that, else if choice is equal to 3, then the last one, compare to method. The third option is we have compare to method, guys. So here we can do one more thing, guys. When you write the print statements, right, just press enter here. This plus kind of symbol will come so that you can see, okay, what is happening. You can see that this dot should not be there here. Equals, okay. So here, 1 minute, 2 dot. Okay, here I'll type. Okay, slash n. At the end, slash n will take you to the new line. So like this, I'm giving the options to the user. Whatever the choice the user has to enter is 1 or 2 or 3. Enter 1 for comparing using equals. Enter 2 for comparing using equal ignore case. Enter 3 for comparing using compare to method. Okay, like that I'm giving multiple choices. Now, if the user enters the choice as 3 equal to 3, it will come here and we have to call a method which uses compare to for comparing that. For that, I'll create one more method, public static. Why I'm putting static here? Because static methods can directly call the static stuff, so it will be easy. If I don't make this static, I have to create an object and call this methods. That's the reason I have to put static here. Compare using compare to method. Okay, compare to using compare to. And here also I have to have the two parameters. And after we get the parameters, here I'll write return. Here we have to write something different, guys. Here we cannot directly return because equals ignore case is returning Boolean value. Equals method is returning Boolean value. But what is this compare to method will return? Let's see. S1 dot compare to. You see here compare to ignore case is also there. One more option also we can give to the user. First, for now, we'll go with the compare to method, which will consider the case while comparing. That means if the two cases, S1 case is different from S2 case, even the text is same, it will return. Okay, so that's the problem. Okay, here compare to is not returning the Boolean value like equals method or equals ignore case. It's not returning the Boolean value. It's giving the integer value. So here we have to say int, okay, some res result. Now I'll write down return if this result is equal to 0. If the result is equal to 0, that means they are equal. Okay. If the result is equal to 0, compared to method, compared to like, and if it is equal to 0, let's see that. Yeah, here they have written, you see, the result is 0 if the strings are equal. Okay. Compared to returns 0 exactly when the equals method would return true. Okay. So in that case, what we can do, if the result is 0, you can write here simply return true. Else we have to write, else we have to return false. Okay. Return true, return false. Either true or false we have to return based on this result. Similarly, we can give one more option. So we can add one more thing, that is, what is that option that is coming, guys? When I say here S1 dot compare to, you see, ignore, compare to ignore case is coming. Compare to ignore case, that also we can add. Compare to ignore case. So it will compare by ignoring the case. Okay, that means it may not, the text can be equal, but case may not be equal. Case can be uppercase, lowercase, but the text should be equal. These are the 4 ways then. I thought only 3 ways, but we have 4 ways. I'll also take the advantage of this 4th way now. Okay, which is an overloaded method that is available. So here what I will do is I'll give one more option for the user. So here /n, and I'll write down here 4 dot enter 4 for comparing using compare to ignore case. Ignore case. Okay. So user has to enter a choice here. So let's use that. Let's write that code here. Same method, guys, same method. You copy paste here. And here I'll write down compare to ignore case. Okay, this method will call same thing. Here, instead of this, we'll write simply S1 dot compare to ignore case of S2. Okay. Instead of compare to, we are also ignoring the case here. So let's see what will happen now. Return, same logic will be same, guys. Result is equal to 0. In this case will be ignored and result will come 0, even though the text is same and case is different also, you'll get the result as 0, saying that they both are equal. Result 0 is coming with, means string 1 is equal to string 2. We are ignoring the case in this case. Okay. And here equals method also have the same kind of thing. Equals, equal is ignore case. Here compare to also have the same thing. Compare to and compare to ignore case. Okay. 4 methods are there. Here we'll take the third choice, that is, compare using compare to. And here we have to pass string 1 comma string 2 in this case. And final block else if write down choice. If the user choice is 4, okay, then we'll call this method. We'll call this method and pass this same thing, string 1 comma string 2, like this. That's it, guys. And at the end of this code, don't forget to, at the end of this method, okay, here still something is that we got the result, guys, and so that status is equal to, we have to write here. What is the return type of compare using? Once you call this method, it is going to return you the Boolean value that we store. If it is true, means the strings are equal. We have to still write the logic, guys. The logic is not completed. One more thing here, status. So if status, I'll write, if status is true, Simply, if it is true means directly it will be true means this statement will be executed. Entered strings are equal. Okay, entered strings are equal. Else what I have to write? Else what I have to write? Else system.out.println strings are equal. Directly write strings are equal. Okay. Here I'll write strings are not equal. Strings are not equal. Okay. So it all depends on which method you are using for comparison and whether you are considering the case or not. That all depends. The choice will depend to the user, guys. You see, this kind of simple program can be made complex like this, and you can learn a lot from this single program at the same time, not just for interviews, but you are learning a lot as part of our Java knowledge here. Okay, close command. So whenever you are done with the scanner object, you just close it. Okay. Wherever after your intaking of inputs from the user is completed, you can close it. You either at the end of the program or after your inputs are intaken, you can do that. Now run the code. This program looks very good now. Right click, run as Java application. So first it will ask enter first string. I'll give the name as Arun as a first string. Enter second string. I'll give something like same name Arun here. Okay. Now enter one for comparing, enter two for here. Small mistake is there. Here some space is left out. That's why it's coming. That's okay. But we can in the next run it will be okay. Enter two for comparing using equals method, equals ignore case. Or you can also do one thing instead of enter two and all, right? Enter one. Okay, let it be there. What's the matter? Enter one for equals method comparison. Okay, like that you can change it if you want, but this is also good, guys. There's no problem in this. We can see here. So you have to enter a choice, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, I gave Arun and Arun. I would like to compare using the equals method. One by one, I'll go. One, I'll say. Strings are equal got printed. That means this particular method has been called. Compare using equals, and it has both case and text is same. So it has returned true, and we got the strings are equals method printed. Now run this. This time I'll run. This time I'll run Arun. And here I will run. I'll enter different, string and enter one for comparing using equals. One I'll say strings are not equal. That's correct. Arun is not equal to Modu. Third case where text is equal but case is not equal. Enter first string, then enter second string. The case is not same. Here capital A is there, lower case is there. Press enter. And here choice is one. Using the equals method means it will consider the case. So Arun, capital A is not equal to lowercase a, so it will return strings are not equal. So it's working fine. Now run the code here. Multiple times you have to run to explore each and every method that we have written in this. Again, I'll write Arun here. Enter second string. Again the same Arun I'll write. So here compare using the equal ignore case. I'll take the second choice. It will say strings are equal. Okay, because text is equal, case is equal, but it will not consider the case in this case. But here, if I give the different text, how it is working, Arun, and if I give Moturi, and here, if I give 2 here, Arun is not equal to Moturi, press enter, right? Strings are not equal will come definitely because text itself is not equal. The third case we have to see, third data, test data, Arun, and here second is Moturi if I give, so not Moturi, lowercase Arun I'll give. So here, choice I'll give as 2 means enter 2 for comparing using equals ignore case. The text is same. It will not consider the case here. This equals ignore case will not. Strings are equal will be printed because of that. Okay. So that's the power of the second method. Whenever you want to compare two strings and you are not worried about the case sensitiveness, then you can go with the equals ignore case. Now run the code again. Right click run as Java application. Run the code again. Enter first string Arun. Again Arun. And let's go with the third one using compare to method. Whether it is working or not. 3 I will enter. So here case. Both case sensitive is same and text is same. Definitely should say strings are equal with the compare to method we have done. Now, next data 2. Here I'll give Arun and here I'll give Moturi and here I'll give third choice. Compare to method will return not 0. That makes it return that particular method to return, false in that case or not equal will come. Now again, run third one. So Arun, third one, here case will be considered while comparing. So capital A is different from lowercase a, so it will not return 0. And because of it not returning 0, false will be returned and strings are not equal will come. Okay. So but compared to ignore case will act in a different way when compared to compare to method. Here Arun, again Arun. Here I'll give the 4. both are same, cases is same, but it will not ignore the case anyhow, but strings are equal will come in this case. If I give the different text, then only it will say strings are not equal, but case is not the point here for comparison. So 4, you see strings are not equal because Arun is not equal to Motori. Now, if I give different cases and the same text, fourth choice will give. In this case, we'll run the code with fourth choice, Arun, then lowercase Arun, fourth choice, strings are equal still, even though the case is different, okay? Like that, we can write the code, guys. You see, I made the code very good and very efficient now. So this kind of code we can, but I'll give you a chance to take the screenshot here so that you guys can practice this code and explore different methods here. So since, yeah, here. Now, the main method screenshot, if you want to take the screenshot, guys, and you can practice in your machine. Take the screenshot of this code and practice in your machine if required. Hope that you have taken the screenshot. Now take the screenshot of the remaining methods that I have written for comparing different ways of comparing the string. Take the screenshot also, these methods. Hope you have taken the screenshot of these methods also. So with this note, guys, we are done writing the Java program for comparing two strings. There are 4 ways: equals method, equals ignore case method, compared to method, and compared to ignore case method, using which we are able to compare the strings, two strings in Java. So hope, guys, you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello all. Welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. How to find whether a string ends with a specific character or text in Java programs. So in Java programs, if you want to find out or if you want to check whether the string ends with a specific character or text, we have to use a predefined method of the string class known as ends with method. So how to use ends with method practically in the Java program to check whether the string ends with a specific character or text, I am going to show you right now. For that, I'll switch to Eclipse IDE. Here, I'm going to create a new class. I'll just name this class with some random name, let's say class 30. With main method, I'll create. And inside the main method, I'll write, first of all, I'll write the string text, okay? A string str, okay? Here I'll give some text. I love Java, exclamatory mark I'll give. Okay, as you can clearly see, this particular string is ending with Java exclamatory mark or exclamatory mark, okay? So we would like to collect the search text from the user. If that particular search text is matching with the ending text here, okay, of this original string text, okay, then we'll say that whatever the input the user is saying, okay, with that user inputted text, this particular text is ending with will confirm, okay? So for that, to collect the input from the user, so you don't have to actually, it's not mandatory for you in this program as part of the interviews to write the scanner and try to collect the input from the user. But this is a very simple question. So if you want to answer in a proper way and in a professional manner, try to do this kind of stuff. Wherever possible, use scanner class, guys, okay? In all the Java programs, wherever possible, use the scanner class so that code will look good and the interviewer will also understand about you that you have some good knowledge on Java, okay? Because you're using the scanner class that not everyone will use, okay? So import this scanner class from java.util package and inside the constructor provide system.in, okay? So that scanner is now available for input, system input. Fine, then I'll write down, I'll give a print message from the user, okay? Helping message to the user by printing in the output console during the runtime. Enter any text, I'll simply say enter any text. Here user has to enter any text or character, I'll say, okay? Enter any text or character. Either user can enter some text or character also. Whatever the user entered character, is this particular text ending with? If it is ending with, for example, if user enters a character like exclamatory mark, definitely that exclamatory mark is the character that which this particular string text is ending with. So the program will print like a string ending with this character kind of thing, okay? Then what if the user enters some text like Java exclamatory mark? In that case, text also user can enter and we'll find out whether this particular text is ending with the user inputted a character or not, or text or not, string text or not, we'll find out. As a question is asking us, you see how to find whether a string ends with a specific character or text. Both the things we have to verify. Either user may enter text or user may enter a character. In both the cases, it should work. That's the reason I have written like that. Whatever the user enters, it may be a character or string text, we'll simply write on, we'll collect that scanner dot next line. Okay, I'll simply say scanner dot next line. I'll store that into the string. Okay, some text I'll say, whatever the user input or input I'll say, user input, right? User input, I can say user input. Okay, whatever the user input, it may be in character format or it can be in text format, doesn't matter, guys. Now I'll write the code. If this str dot, there's a predefined method I told you, right? Using the object reference of the string class. Okay, if you have to call this ends with method for checking whether the inputted text is actually the ending text of this given text string. For that, we have to use ends with method str. Okay, the string text, whether it is ending with the user input text or not, we are finding it out. Like this, I'll write. Here I'll write system.out.println, system.out.println. Okay. So yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. String text. String is ending with given anything. Okay. Given text or character, anything. Okay. Given text. Yes. String is ending with given text. Else I'll write. Okay. Else I'll write given text or character. Okay. We can write in a generic way. Yes, string is ending with given text or character. We can make it even more better, guys. I'll show you how to make the programs even more, more sophisticated. We can say that. Yes, no, here, no. Step by step we'll go. String is not ending with given text or character. Okay, character I'll write. Then here I'll write down scanner dot close. Scanner dot close. Now save this and run this code. Right click run as Java application. And observe that it is asking you to enter any text or character. So if the user enters something like exclamatory mark, yes, string is ending with the given text or character is coming. Again, I will write this, run this code. And here this time when running, I'll write down Java exclamatory mark. Yes, string is ending with given text or character will come. What if I give something that this particular string is not ending with such kind of text? If I give like Python exclamatory mark, if I give no string is not ending with given text or character will come. Or if I give any other symbol other than exclamatory mark, let's say if I give some hash symbol here, string is not ending with the given text or character will write down. Okay. The next thing here is what we can do next is here we can make the program a bit more better. That is after the user input comes. After the user input comes, here user input is already there. Here I'll write the code. If it is really ending with, then I'll write simply like this. Okay. If you go inside the if block, I'll write another if statement. Okay. In the if statement, I'll write something like this. If user input is a text string format only, right? Dot, how to find the size of the string, length predefined method is greater than greater than one, sorry. Okay. If it is greater than one means it's not a character. It's, you see, character will have only size as one. If it is greater than one means it's not a character. Then you see for if condition, if only one statement is there, you don't have to write the curly braces. I'll remove that. Yes, string is ending with given text. I will write. Okay. Else what I will write? Else I'll write down here. Else also else block. You don't have to compulsory. If there is only one line inside the else block, you don't have to mention the curly braces. The curly braces are optional. So you can write like system.out.println. Yes, string is ending with given character. Okay, character. If it is not greater than one, in that case, I'll write like this. Okay, fine. We can write lot of logic case. Okay, it's up to us how to customize the programs and all. Okay, and at the end, we have to scanner dot close so that this memory leak will not happen for this scanner object. Fine. Let's see what will be the output now. Run this code. The user may enter. So if user and all the stuff. Okay. No string is not ending with a given text or character is fine. Okay. In this case, again, why to put again else blocks and all those stuff. In the if satisfied condition, we'll write. Okay. No string is not ending with the given I can do one thing here. Instead of given text or character, I'll write given item. Okay. It will be very generic. So in the no case, we can go with anything that we want. In the yes case, we want to verify that. Enter any text or character. Let's say the user enters a character. Okay. Some D has been entered, guys, and you see it was very fast. Let's run this again. Here I'll write down. Yes. So here there is a mistake here. Yes. Okay, run this code again. If I give some space, yes, string is ending with given character is coming, guys, is again a problem. It's not ending with space, right? It's not ending with space. If you don't enter anything, it's coming. That I think in that case, we have to write something. Str dot ends with and str not of str. Str is not equal to null. Okay, str is not equal to null. In both the cases, it should work. Okay, let's run this and see what is happening. If I give space here, will you see? Yes, string is okay. String string. If all these things are coming properly, guys, that's the problem. It should not come like this. There is a problem with the program. When you give space here, then you give empty space here. What is happening? Str dot ends with user input. It's saying that S is ending with okay. In case of space, it is working fine. Or and str dot equals empty string. Okay, should not be equal to. Like that, multiple conditions I'll give. I can make the program complicated, guys, with all the input conditions. So okay, until it works. Even though it's working, a string is ending with a given character, it is saying not of, I said str dot equals empty string I gave. Then still it is working empty string or space. If I try the space, let's see what will happen. Still it is working fine. I have to enter a character, guys. If the character is empty, I should not allow this process. I'll do one thing. User input scanner dot next line. If I don't enter anything and press enter, what will happen? What it is coming will print it out. Okay, system.out.println, system.out.println. Let's find it out what exactly is happening here. I'll try to print the user input in case, okay. Just try to print the user input here. Right click, run as Java application. Press enter. New line is coming. That is nothing but slash and it's taking some slash in here. Press enter means slash and it is taking as an input. Okay, slash and it is taking as input. But if I write line here, in that case, what will happen? Right click, run as Java application. It's not taking. Okay, input it's not taking. So we have to enter something. For example, if I take n and here I'll write and str dot equals here in double quotes I'll give slash n. Okay, not of. Right click, run as Java application. Let's try this. Yes, string is ending with given character is coming. Not of also. It's not working, guys. Okay, so we don't have to enter an empty text. Okay, empty string text, but empty string text is being considered somehow. The program is working to some extent. We'll see for possible categories now. Like what if I give negation? Yes, string is ending with given character. It's coming. Now, if I give something like Java, like this, yes, string is ending with given text because I have written the print statement. That's why it's printing there. What if I give something like Python or some other thing? Python. No, string is not ending with given item. This is working so far. If I give any other symbol, this way it's working. If the user input is there, means it is working fine. Either yes or no is coming. That's fine. And also you see, when I give a character here, there are two possibilities that are coming. That is, if I enter like Java, string is ending with given text is coming. Okay, when I give yes, string is ending with given thing is coming. Only exclamatory mark means string is ending with given character is coming. This is what we have done the here. You see, this if else block is doing that magic there. Okay, but only thing is that when I don't enter anything, a space I'm entering. In that case only it's not working. So what I have to do, I have to write something like this, okay? If the user input dot user input dot length is greater than 1. The user input dot length is greater than 1, greater than 0, sorry, greater than 0. Okay, in that case only you run this code. Okay, in that case only you run the code. Else print out, enter a valid, enter, enter any text or character to search. Okay, like this I'll give some text. Let's see whether this will work or not. I'm just putting this code inside this if block. When the user dot input dot length is greater than 0, then only you consider that input. Okay, right click run as Java application. Let's see what will happen if I do the something like this. If I don't enter any text or character to search is coming. Now it's working fine. Okay, this is the way we can figure out the problem and make the program work more better. The user has to compulsory enter something. Without entering anything, if the user presses enter, it will go to the else block and print enter any text or character. What if the user has entered only exclamatory mark? Yes, string is ending with given character is coming. This is working fine. This is how the program can be done, guys. Then if Java, you see string is ending with given text. If I give any other things like Python, all the cases should work, guys. Okay. Python exclamatory mark, no string is not ending with given item. If I give a hash symbol, okay. If I give the hash symbol here, string is not ending with given item will come, no string is not ending with. So if I don't enter anything, in that case also it's working. It's going to the else block, external else block, this nested if else I have written. You see, enter any text or character to search. Okay. So that's what is happening. So this is a program guys have written. Hope you like the program here. You can make the program as complex as possible because you see this is very simple program guys they are asking in interviews. If you go and explain a simple program that doesn't look good, if you write this kind of all cases, if you think and write, the program will get a definitely will get a positive opinion on your answer. Okay, you know that you have to the length method you try to expose or showcase a lot of your skill set here. You you expose your knowledge about the scanner class. You expose your knowledge about next line method. You expose your knowledge of length method of the user input, ends with method. Okay, you export the knowledge and all those stuff. Okay, nested if else you expose, and you also expose your good practice or best practice of closing the scanner object after using. All these things will count, guys. All these things will count. So if you want to practice this code in the same way that I have demonstrated. Okay, instead of writing in a simple way, I have written in this way, guys. If you want to if you get this kind of question in the interviews and if you want to write the program, okay, so then follow this kind of process, guys. That will look good. More complex you make, the more showcasing you can do in the programs. Okay, when the interviewer will ask you this kind of questions in the interviews. So, guys, to practice this and to get this code, you can take a screenshot of this screen. I'll just hold for a while. Hope you have taken the screenshot of this code. So that's all, guys. So that's all with practical demonstration. I've answered this question for you in this session. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello all. Welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program to demonstrate index of method. Let me answer. So index of method is one of the predefined methods of the string class in Java. Okay, it returns the index of the given character or string text. Okay, if the given text or character is available in the string text, then index of method will return the index of that particular character or text in that particular original string text. Otherwise, it is going to return -1. So how to use this index of method, what is the purpose, all these things I'm going to explain practically in this session. So let's get started. Further, I'll switch to Eclipse IDE and create a new class. I'll just name this class as class 30. Class, I think 30 is there, 31. I'll take a random name, 31. Click on finish. And inside that, I'm going to create a string. Okay. To check whether the given character or given text is part of the string, we can use index of At same time, index of will return you the index of that given character or string. Okay, we can find it out. String str is equal to, I write, I love Java programming. Like this, I'll write one text here. Okay. Now what I will do next is, I would like to collect some input from the user. That is some character input or string input I will collect from the user. Scanner is equal to new scanner. Okay, like this, I'll create an object and import this scanner from java.util package. By pressing Ctrl Shift O, you can do that in Eclipse IDE system.in. Okay, so that representing that this scanner class is going to intake the input from the user. And here I'll write down system.out.println, system.out.println. Here I'm going to help the user to, by looking at the text, user will type to give some input, enter any text or character like this. Okay, enter any text or character. Now I'll write down some code like this. Okay, scanner dot whatever the character or input or whatever the text that the user has given, this next line method will collect from the, while the program is running, we'll collect the input from the user. And this next line method, string text or character, whatever it is. Okay, string text or character, user may enter some text or user may enter some character, whatever it may be. And we have to use index of method to get the index of that particular character or text that is there inside the string text. For example, if I say Java, the user enters Java. Java is there here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Index 7 should be printed. Okay. So that's what we are doing here. Okay. For example, if I give a character like O, character O, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 should be the index printed. Okay. Let's find it out. Let's find it out using the index of method. The index of method of the string class, we can find out whatever the character or text entered by the user, in which index position it is available in the string text, we can find it out. So for that, after intaking the character or input from the user in the form of text or character format, okay, we'll say str.index of method we'll use. Okay, str.index of method, and here either it can take character or string, guys, both it can take. So here in place of this, I'll write index of text, okay, or character, whatever it is. And here the return type will be integer, guys. If the positive in number will come, means that particular given character or text is available in this particular string text, and what is the index position at which that particular character or text is available in the string text will be given. So here I'll say index is equal to, now I'll print it out, system.out.println index. Okay, and finally, after collecting the input, we can simply close the scanner object as a best practice so that memory leak will not happen and we don't have to give the extra task to the Java's garbage collecting mechanism to go and clean that memory leak or stop that memory object, okay, of the scanner class, which is leaking the memory till that time. Okay, so as a best practice, we can manually close it instead of giving the chance for the garbage collector. Run the code and see what is happening. Here, enter any text or character will come. For example, if I enter Java here, Java is there in this string text. If you can see here, Java is part of this string text. I love Java. Java is here. The index of this Java in the string text is 7. 7 will be printed. Okay. The index 7 got printed here. What if I give some other thing like a character? So if I enter a character like O, character O, press enter, you see 3 got printed. 0, 1, 2, 3. First occurrence of O. Okay, here second occurrence of O is also there, but it will take the first occurrence. Like that, you can give anything, guys. For example, if I give something that is not there in the string text, what will happen? In this, either I gave character, it gave the index. Existing character in the string text, it gave the index like 3. If I gave the existing string text in the string, for Java, it gave the index as 7. What if I give something that is not there? For example, if I give Python here, -1 is coming. If this particular given string text or character is not available in this string, in that case, str.index of method will return -1 and -1 is getting printed, guys. So -1 will come when the given text is not available or given character is not available. Let's try to give a character which is not available in the given string text. I love Java programming. If I say A is there, B, is there anywhere? B is there, B is not there anywhere. So I'll press enter, you see -1 is coming because B is nowhere in the string text, okay? That character B is nowhere available. So this is how we, using the index of method, we can identify the index of the given character or string text if that is available in the string text. Otherwise, you'll get -1. So we can also use this concept for other purposes. Like for example, Okay, for example, I can use this index of method if index is not equal to -1. Okay, then I'll write down here curly braces are not required, guys. If you have more than one statement to be written inside the if block, I can mention the curly braces of the if block. Otherwise, the scope of the if block is up to this print statement system.out.println. System.out.println. I'll write the code here. Okay, given string text or given text or character, given text or character is found. Is found. Okay, inputted text or character is found. Okay, is found in the found in the string. Okay, is found in string. In the string. Okay, in string. Otherwise, I'll write the else block saying if it is coming as -1, if the return here curly braces are not required if only one statement is there, curly braces are not required. System.out.println, system.out.println, inputted input text or character, the user given input text or character is not found in string. Okay, in the string str or whatever it is in string. Okay, input text or character is found in the string or it's not found in string. Okay, like that. You see, by using this logic, by using this index, if the index is a positive, means definitely that particular user given text or character is part of the string. If the index is not a positive number, rather it is -1. Okay, if it is -1, it will go to the else block and print input text or character is not found in the string will be printed. Run this code and observe what is happening. Enter any text or character. Enter any text or character is coming, guys. Enter any text or character. If I give Java as a text here, press enter. Index 7 positive number is coming. So it will simply print it out. Input text is found in string. It will come. Okay. If I give a character that is already there in this particular string text, like let's say capital J, I'll give. Index of that particular J, again 7 only, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 only. Input text or character is found in string is coming. But if I give something that is not there, for example, if I give Python text, if I give Python here, -1 will come as the index. In that case, input text or character is not found is coming, not found in the string is coming. Okay, earlier found is coming, and now not found because -1 is the output. With that, we can use that -1 for our benefit, like to search if a particular text is character or text is part of the string. We can use that, guys. Okay, in this particular string text, whether the user inputted text is available or not, text or character is available or not, to find out we can use the logic here. People use the index of method for this purpose also, to see whether the given user given inputted or we have entered any particular character or string text is part of the string or not. If -1 is coming, means it's not there. If -1 is positive number is coming, means it's there. Okay, now run the code again and give some character which is not there. Let's say B. -1 will come, input text or character is not found in the string will be printed. Okay, this kind of way we can use index of method. Okay, so index of method will not only give you the result as -1 when the given text or character is not part of the string, okay, where we are searching for, okay, where you are using index of method on, but also using this logic, we can build a other logic to find out whether the given text is part of this string or not. Okay, this -1 is coming as output, means given inputted text or character is not found in the string. If a positive number is coming, means that inputted text or character is part of the string. So to find that whether the inputted text or character is found in this particular string or not, we can use index of method. Apart from retrieving the index of that particular character or string, we can also find whether the inputted text or character is part of the string text or not. For these purposes, we can use index of method. So don't simply explain in the interview if you get this question right. Don't simply say that index of method will return -1 if in case the entered character or text is not part of the original string text, or it will, if it is there, it will give some positive index value of that particular. That is the original behavior. Understand that's what is index of method, but also explain that using this concept, we can also find out whether the inputted text or character is part of the string or not. We can print it out. Okay, by writing this kind of logic. This logic, if you explain, the interviewer will get impressed with your answer for this question. So hope guys you got the answer for this question in a practical demonstration. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello all. Welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program to demonstrate how to replace a string with another string. Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. In order to replace a string with another string in Java programs, we have to use a method known as replace method. The name of the method itself is replace method. It's one of the predefined methods of the string class. So using that replace predefined method of the string class, how we are going to replace a string with another string. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE. Here, I am going to create a new class with some name. Let's say class 32, some random name. With main method, I'll create. And after I create this main method, inside the main method, okay, I'll just write some string. String str is equal to, okay, string str is equal to, I love HTML language. I love HTML language, I'll write. Okay, let's assume that. You can write anything. I'm just writing I love HTML language. Now, here, this is the original string, right? Now, if I want to replace some string with another string, okay, some portion of the string with another string, if you want to replace, what you have to do, you have to use a method known as replace method. Let's try to get the text from the user, whatever the, for example, some string is there, that string you want to replace with other string. For example, this HTML, I would like to replace with the Java or Python or JavaScript or C# or whatever that is. That input, that new text that is going to new string that is going to replace the old string, I would like to take it from the as an input from the user, okay, while running the program. So I'll create an object for the scanner class. So the program is very simple, but if you use all these things like scanner and all those stuff, right, the program will look good actually, okay. It will be looking more professional, and the interviewer will understand that the guy is not writing the program in a simple manner, is using all his mind to write, in a proper way. Control Shift O, scanner will be imported from java.util. The shortcut here is Control Shift O. Now the scanner is available, ready for taking the input or collecting the input from the user. So I would like to give a help message to the user, because during the runtime, if no message comes, user will not understand and get confused what the whether he has to enter something or not. Okay, so here I'll write enter your favorite language. Like this, I'll write some code. Now, whatever the language that user enters, I would like to capture here using next line method. Okay, scanner dot next line will collect the input from the user in the string format, and here I'll say user input. Okay. Now, what I want to do here is whatever the input I get from the user, right? In the original string, I would like to replace that. Okay, str dot replace. Either it may be character or it may be string, guys. Just select that, and here replace what? Str dot replace in this particular string. In this particular string, replace this HTML. Replace this HTML portion of the string. I'll write here wherever HTML occurs in that particular above string, replace that with whatever the user input that you are getting from the user. Okay, whatever the user is inputting, right, that particular text should replace the HTML. Okay, now like this str.replace, this replace method will return you the resultant string. Okay, string result str, result, this is original str, this is resultant str. So before I replace it, I would like to print the original string here. Before collecting the input from the user and replacing, right, I'll print the original string which says I love HTML language. After collecting the input from the user and using that user input to replace this HTML text in this, okay, then I would like to print it out like this. Okay, system.out.println result str. Okay, result str, the resultant string after replacing the HTML with the user input, right? I'll do that. This is the end of the program, guys. Finally, we have to use this scanner and close the scanner object so that memory leak won't happen and we don't give a chance to the, garbage collector mechanism in Java to come and clean for us. Rather, we'll, as a best practice, we'll clean once the task is done of the scanner object. Once we collected the input, there is no need of keeping that open and make that memory leak happen and open. So rather, you close that channel so that, scanner channel, so that scanner object you close, so that that memory leak will not happen. And my program don't have to wait for the garbage collector and come and clean or close. Okay. So anyhow, this is a program I have written. It's a very simple program. Run this. So what is happening? I love HTML language. Original one is getting printed. Enter your favorite language is coming. If I write Java here, you see the HTML got replaced with Java, and the resultant string, I love Java language has been printed. Okay. You can give anything here, guys. Okay. In place of HTML, you can give Java. If you like Python, let's say. If I press enter, I love Python language will be printed. Okay. Original is I love HTML language, and the resultant result is after replacing the string with another string, right? Here we have used the replace method, and after replacing some string with another string in the given string, then the resultant string I'm printing like this. You see, if I give Java means Java, I love Java program will come. If I give I love Python language means okay, I love Python if you give means I love Python language will come, and so on, guys. So this is the code, guys, that you have to understand. Okay, this is the code that you have to understand. Okay, or write for replacing a string with another string in the given string. Okay, so hope guys you understood what is how to do this. Okay, the question here is write a Java program to demonstrate how to replace a string with another string in Java programs. So by using the replace method, we can do that. And this is a method, guys. This is the replace method that we are using. Okay, this is a replace method, and in this original string, whatever the string text you want to replace with another string, you provide that here, it will get replaced. Okay, fine. So if you want to practice this, you can take a screenshot of this program, guys. I'll just hold for a while. Hope you have taken the screenshot of this code. So guys, hope you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.